The Groundhog News Network. We dig up the news so you don't have to. Groundhog News, for fair, accurate reporting of the events shaping our daily lives.
When there is a person or a company being billed 2 times for the same services, 9 times out of 10, there is some type of fraud. At this time, it is my duty to notify the proper agencies, which I have. I am me, and that's all I know who to be. And with saying all that, that's all I have with my discussion, and that's all I wanted to bring forward, and it is closed. So,
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
You taking any comment on any of that?
No, sir. I just wanted to bring you up on.
How can you say all those things and then not allow us to respond?
Well, I tell you what. Well, you do it. Okay, I'm more. No, go ahead. I'd love to hear you.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Do I have the floor?
Yes, sir.
I agree with you on a lot of things you say, but there needs to be some clarification. First of all, did we throw anything away? Did we dispose of anything that will be needed in any of these audits that we're talking about?
No, sir.
No.
Okay.
So, yep, you said I have the floor. You said
You asked me a question. You asked me a question. Can I answer it real quick? You asked me a question.
You're the chairman. You gave me the floor. If you're taking it back, take it back.
Well, if you asked me a question,
I didn't ask you the question. I asked Mr. Oliver. So.
Okay. Well, it was my job. Okay. Go ahead.
All I was saying, Mr. Chairman, you made the statement that because only you and Commissioner Meek voted to retain the records, that somehow or another these audits won't be able to be performed. My question was any evidence that could be used in this audit destroyed so that we won't have the accurate records? That was my question. Mr. Oliver said no. So I think that is not an issue. The problem that I have is we need to get to some point of closure. The clerk's email, or the memo that I received of October 1st, says we're going to have a target audit for the commercial disposal fees, which you talked about last time, and I agreed with you then that we need to do that, and I think that's what you're talking about now is the commercial disposal fees. Also, we also have 2 more full scope audits, one of them being utilities and one of them being the building division. And so I'm just trying to get to the point of saying it's one thing to say nobody is doing anything and then turn around and say, but okay, people are doing things and this is moving forward. So what I've heard people say, especially with the arrival of our new administrator, is that these situations have been corrected.
And Mr. Kitchen, I'll bring to your attention, me and Mr. Rogers were both told, this is the December 15th, 2014. So we're almost to 2016, 2 years later. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think records and people leave, forget, and disappear after 2 years later, but me and Mr. Rogers, and I believe Ms. Christian was down there and said the landfill audit is scheduled for an audit this year. Now, that was December 15, 2014. And, yeah, well.
1 year, not 2.
Yeah, we're what? We're 2015.
Not 2 December yet, so it hasn't been 1
Okay, so we're a year. We're 8 months out,